Well, that gets me set. Not that I don't enjoy listening to myself, I do, obviously. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this first day of September in the CC Olympia Club here at Joe Louis Arena on a day where two great organizations come together. My name is Ken Daniels, the television voice of the Detroit Red Wings on Fox Sports Detroit, where our attention all summer long has been on the first place Detroit Tigers, so there seems to be a lot of winning going on around here, and that will continue well into October and beyond. I'd first like to welcome our two guests at the dais, President of Olympia Entertainment, Tom Wilson, and Vice President and Managing Director of Amway North America, Steve Lieberman. Also welcome to the many colleagues of the Detroit Red Wings, Olympia Entertainment, and Amway who are with us today here at the CC Olympia Club, and to the many colleagues and fans watching online at DetroitRedWings.com, where single game tickets go on sale at noon today, by the way, and on Amway's Facebook site. Well, last April, I don't know about you guys, but to me it already seems like years ago, but that first round of the NHL playoffs was the wildest and craziest most anyone can remember. Although, from the Red Wings side of things, strangely enough, the first round was rather tame in their domination of the Phoenix Coyotes. The Wings' fuel to that wild fire appeared in round two, down 0-3 to the San Jose Sharks, and to fight back in a brilliant, gutsy, never-say-die attitude to force a Game 7. But even in defeat, the hockey world once again took notice of what this Detroit Red Wings team is made of. It is a team that is seeing some change. Some are here today, including Chris Osgood, over here to my left, after 17 seasons has retired. 15 years a wing and 3 cups, and he will work with the team's goaltending prospects. We saw Chris Draper, a Warrior, hang up his skates after 20 seasons, 17 here. And one sage hockey man, when asked, what does Chris Draper bring to the Detroit Red Wings, said, all I know is every 4 years or so, he drives down Woodward Avenue and waves to 1 million people. Chris and the other Chris's retiring before him, Osgood and Chelios, will remain with the organization because those who retire know that staying with the Detroit Red Wings is always a good idea. And you combine those two, I just mentioned retiring, along with Brian Rafalski and the departure of Mike Modano, we are checking, but we believe the Detroit Red Wings are now the youngest team in the National Hockey League. It is with great pleasure I introduce to you the President of Olympia Entertainment, Tom Wilson. Tom?
Well, thank you, Ken. And as Ken said, I just want to welcome everybody here from the Red Wings staff, our Olympia Entertainment staff, and a big shout out to all of our new friends and partners in Ada, Michigan, who are watching as we're streaming live all of the video here, and probably around the world to a lot of the different Amway colleagues that are out there. So welcome to our family and welcome to the Joe Louis Arena. This is a big day for us. We've never had in the history of this franchise a presenting partner before, and when you go out to find a presenting partner, it truly is like a marriage because you'll be walking hand in hand through a lot of battles and a lot of opportunities together. And so you really want to look for somebody who shares a culture with you, who shares ambitions and ideas and dreams and a value system. And when you look at the parallels of these two organizations, the Ilitch organizations and Amway, it's a fairly startling comparison. Both companies were started by young entrepreneurs with a vision to build something new. Both companies are Michigan-born. Both are still Michigan-based. Both are incredibly successful and still run by the families. And maybe the key thing is the commitment that both companies have to their local communities and to the people who live there. And so it was just sort of a logical marriage that we had. And we started a year ago when Amway put their logo on our practice jerseys. It's the first sponsorship of that type that we'd ever had before, and also on our practice pucks. And the nice thing about that is it gave us an opportunity to really get to know one another, to work through some opportunities together, to work through the challenges of any new relationship. And what we are here today to celebrate, which is that presenting partnership, is just a logical extension of what we found out about each other and how many values we absolutely do share. And this is an amazing brand. The Red Wing brand, as you know, because so many of you here live it. Kenny Holland and the Ilitch family have done something that's not difficult. They've done something that's it's impossible to be in the playoffs 20 years in a row, to keep bringing new players in and keep the old players and the veteran players still engaged in this, and every year not only be in the playoffs but be a threat to win the cup, and you wake up 20 years later and they're still in that same position. So Kenny Holland does an amazing job, the coaches, the players. It's a remarkable tradition that we will partner with Amway with, who have enough success stories of their own. And they've done a lot of great things in sports as well. I don't know how many of you have had an opportunity to be in Orlando to see the Amway Center, which is the new building that they constructed down there, which has been transformational in downtown Orlando, and it is the finest arena that you're going to hope to see, and the newest build, I think, in all of America. So that's spectacular. And of course, they had a lot to do with the building of the Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids, which has turned around that downtown area by bringing in entertainment and sports, featuring, of course, our minor league affiliate, the Grand Rapids Griffins. And one of the first benefits of this partnership is that because of Amway's involvement, and also Meyer, who's a great partner over on the west side of the state, we're bringing back the Red-White game to Grand Rapids on September 27th. Tickets are also on sale for that, Ken, since you brought it up and got us into a nice rhythm. Those also go on sale today, and so we look forward to seeing our fans over on the west side of the state. So there's a lot of different things that will affect all of the Red Wing fans in a positive way. And one of the things that's going to affect the players is going to be our affiliation with Nutrilite, which Nutrilite is the largest and best-selling vitamin nutritional supplement in the world, and has been very quietly for the last 6 years. And Pete Van Zandt, who, Pete is here. Pete went out and visited the facilities in California, had a chance to talk with all the scientists, and he's very excited about coming in and sitting down with our players and going over the technology and the applications and the analytics and the products to help make our players bigger and stronger and faster and just improve the health overall. So we're delighted about that. But it's not just the health of the players. I think one of the things that we're both committed to is the youth of all of our communities. And one of the things we've done the last few years is we've been able to go out to a couple dozen schools and sort of spread the gospel of education and nutrition and diet and everything like that. Well, we're trying to increase that fivefold this year. We want to be in 100 or 200 schools and have an opportunity to sit with young people, because we're dealing obviously with obesity problems and challenges here, not only in our community but in every community, and talk to them about getting on the right path through diet, through nutrition, through everything else. And when you look at the commitment that Amway has to young people, when you couple that with where we are as an organization in terms of our commitment to the Boys Club and the Girls Club, and the fact that in our Kids Club, which has thousands of members, Amway is going to provide free vitamins for all of them to get them on the right path. We're going to be touching fans who are young, old, and everything in between. And this is the tip of the iceberg. You're going to be seeing things all through the year that are going to improve our game presentation, that are going to improve the experience of coming to a Red Wing game, that are going to improve your television viewing, because there'll be offers on there. There'll be ticket opportunities for our fans to come out and see us. If you're a fan of Facebook, we have over 1 million people that are followers. I think we're the largest, most followed hockey team in the entire sport, which is fairly amazing, I think, for us, and it's worldwide. Or if you follow us on the website, there'll be a lot of special things that will come up as the year goes along. So stay tuned for a lot of great announcements. And I do want to thank, before we go any further, I do want to thank Steve for all of his involvement, and Jory Hartwig, Gary, you always get me. Magalian? Okay, I'm going to get this. I'm so close. I'm so close. But I want to thank you and everybody at Amway for your involvement and your support. We're going to have a lot of fun together and do a lot of good in all of our communities.
Excellent. Well, I just want to first thank Tom and his organization for hosting us here today. Amway has many opportunities to be involved in sponsorships. But we don't choose anybody just because they want to work with us. We choose people who emulate and have the same values as our company has. And that's why we think this will be such a great partnership with the Red Wings. Amway's been around about 53 years, born and raised in Michigan, as we mentioned. We're in about 80 countries around the world right now, closing in on about $10 billion, so quite a sizable business started by two entrepreneurs about 53 years ago. I want to thank all our independent business owners all around America, some of which may be watching today, for everything they do every day to improve lives. Our employees back in Ada, thanks for everything they do. But if you look at our business model, Amway is a health and beauty company, and that's why this is such a great partnership, because we believe that sports at all levels we can be involved in. We are sponsors of the Rock and Roll Marathon series for those weekend warriors who like to get out there and run. Professional soccer, both men's and used to be women's. And we put our toe in the water last year with the Red Wings, as Tom said, with the jersey sponsorship and the practice pucks. And we realized what a quality organization you really have here, and so many similarities, philanthropic, nutritional, caring about the community, that we thought it would be a great partnership to join together. And we're thrilled to be part of your organization and look for many years to come of great things we can do, not only for each other's businesses, but for the communities that we serve around the country. So we're great to be here, and we thank you for having us.
Good. Well, we have a little presentation for you, if you take a moment. Your own jersey.
Outstanding.
All right.
The Amway.
Amway on the back, yes. Thank you for that, Steve.
Just my size. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Steve. This is an exciting time of year, not only this partnership, but as we've seen out here on the ice today, as the players are returning. Training camp will begin up in Traverse City once again on the 16th of this month. Our first preseason game is less than 3 weeks away. I know many of you will enjoy the Tigers game and another win this afternoon. And on Friday the 23rd, just to make note of this month, we will begin our coverage on Fox Sports Detroit with a preseason game here against the Philadelphia Flyers. So thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, everyone here, for attending today. Looking forward to a great season with the Detroit Red Wings presented by Amway. Thank you.